Only the best bone comes squeezing through our giant throbbing antenna and into your receptacle. The Bay Area's rock station.
107.7 The Bone.
107.7 The Bone.
Jagger, Sammy here.
Hey, Sammy. Great to talk to you, man.
Okay, you too. Is this Jagger?
Yeah, this is Jaeger.
You didn't say. Oh, wait a minute, Jaeger.
Jaeger.
Oh, as in the beverage.
Yes, spelled slightly different though.
And not like Mick. This is Jaeger.
Yeah.
All right, I can deal with that.
Yeah, it's a little tricky.
Wait a minute, I know how to pronounce that.
I bet you take a little dip in the Jaeger every once in a while in between the Cabo.
It's not my fave. I got to tell you, back in the day with Metallica when they were on tour with Van Halen on the Monsters of Rock, that was James's drink before he went sober. And man, I spent a couple nights with him behind that. I went back to tequila real quick, real quick. That stuff, man. A couple pops of that, and you're already hungover. You instead of getting a buzz on, you get a hangover. Just that's a buzz.
Yeah, tell me about it, man. I mean, I'm sure you get the same with like the Cabo. I mean, everywhere I go at, people are always like, "Hey, let me buy you a shot of Jaeger, man." And it's like, "Oh man, dude."
If I took every shot that I was offered of Cabo, I'd be drunk right now.
Well, I got about 2 minutes and 40 seconds if you don't mind waiting until the end of the song.
We're going live?
We'll go live. Oh, we can go. I got the tape recorder going too if we just want to.
No, I'll go live. Whatever you want to do. You can tape it, live it, whatever you want. I just didn't. Most radio stations nowadays, they're nervous about that live stuff with a guy like me.
Oh, hey, I got an 8-second delay dump button here. As long as you can.
8 seconds.
Just don't cuss twice in a row, and we're good.
It's all you'll get from that would be, you, pal!
Right on.
I'm good.
Cool. Well, you know what actually I can do nowadays with all this podcasting and this stuff is I got the phone recording software, so maybe I'll just put the interview up online or something like the stuff that you and I are talking about right now.
Yeah, no, not a problem. The whole thing for me, hometown, Bay Area, I've got every number for this station. I can call you guys up and sneak up on you anytime I want, man. I got Lamont and Tonelli. I got all of them. I got the Weed Man. I got the Inside Scoop, and now I got Jaegers.
Yeah, man. Well, I'll tell you a funny story real quick in this minute and 40. Then talking about Metallica. So we do the timeline game, every day. After the all request hot lunch where you guess the year, whatever. But a lot of times a lot of the listeners have the backdoor line too if they've come in and been guests and stuff.
Yeah.
So this one day I'm doing the timeline game and I'm in the middle of a contest. It's rushing, trying to record phone calls and the hotline rings. So I'm thinking it's the boss. I pick it up and this guy says, "Hey, this is Lars from Metallica. I just wanted to call and guess the timeline game." And I'm thinking it's some listener putting on a Lars voice, right? So I'm rushing. I was like, "Look, man, I don't give a shit who you are. If you want to call in for the contest, call the regular contest line." And I hung up on him. Yeah, 6 months later, he was doing an interview with us, and he's like, "Yeah, man, I called the backdoor line." And the dude was like, "Who are you? How'd you get this number? Don't call here," and hung up on me.
That's classic stuff, man. That kind of stuff will keep him from getting big-headed.
Right. Well,
those guys have had too damn much success. We have to keep them humble. I just had dinner with James and my wife and his wife are buddies, and him and I, of course, are buddies. And we just had dinner a couple nights ago. Man, I love those guys. He flies in from South America, and the next day, comes out and has dinner with me. I'm going, dude. If I just flew in from South America, I wouldn't be being sociable right now. He's going, why not? I'm going, because I'm older than you.
There you go. Here we go, man. We got 10 seconds. We'll go live.
Okay.
107.7 The Bone. Thank you, Ted. That is Wang Dang Sweet Poontang on this body part edition of the world-famous Hot Lunch. And I've got Sammy Hagar on the phone with me right now from the band Chicken Foot. Figured it would work for the body part theme today.
Foot part. Well, I don't know. Chicken parts, I don't know. Hey, Jaeger, look at man. Everything good? I mean, you're rocking them. I hear you. I mean, come on.
Right
Wang
on,
Tang, Sweet Poontang. Is Ted the craziest dude you've ever talked to, or am I?
I don't know. We'll have to talk for a little bit, and then we'll see. But Ted sets the bar pretty high, man. That guy is wild and crazy.
He can out-talk anyone. He should be president. He should run for president because he can out-talk any other world leader. He just mow him down, man. The guy can talk nonstop. He's the best.
Dude, I'll tell you, the debate ratings would be through the roof with Ted, wouldn't they?
You can't debate with Ted. It's impossible. We've all tried. All of us fellas say, "Come on, Ted, you don't need to kill all those animals." Woo! Oh yeah. By the time he's finished with you, saying, "Hey, let's go hunting," you know?
Yeah, right on, man. Dude, love hearing the stories like that. So you guys are heading out. We just announced the show today at the Warfield, November 1st.
Yep.
This is the Chickenfoot Road Test tour, right? You guys are doing like 5 dates all across the country. Is this like a preparation for a bigger tour we can look forward to? Or?
Yeah, well, exactly. It's what we did, the same thing we did the last time, and it really served us well. You know, when you're a new band, now it's because we have a new drummer. We have, Kenny Aronoff, Chad's in Europe with the Peppers, and we'll be out for a long time, so we can't wait. We want to go play this music. So when you have a band like Chickenfoot that has a tendency to want to jam every song, we don't want to play the songs just like the record. So we on the first album, we started the Fillmore, and we went with about 60 minutes of music and ended up stretching that into, by the end of that 2-week tour, we were at 2 hours and 20 minutes. Same amount of songs, 2 encores, all new stuff, just playing all the new albums. So we want to do that again. And now that we have new songs and old songs to put together a much better set, we want to just do the same thing. We want to find out who we are. If you get on a great big stage, a band like Chickenfoot, like Joe's such a great player. He's into himself. I mean, he works with everybody, but I mean, when he's soloing, he's over there concentrating on his own thing. And it's like everyone's spread out on a big stage. You don't ever get that closeness. So we like playing smaller venues, smaller stage to get ourselves up to par, and then we'll move up to the bigger venues next year. So right now we're just doing this to get warmed up, take the holidays off, and go out next year with a big production like a 80s style band that we are.
Good deal, man. Hey, talking about the 80s, that's a good segue into, I'm holding a CD in my hand right now, which is just awesome because, at least for me, the art of albums is kind of, with MP3s and everything, it's somewhat been lost, but you guys went all out with this 3D thing here.
Hey, in this day and age, like you said, when people sell about 30% of hard copy CDs, we spent the most money I've ever in my whole life spent on a CD cover because we wanted it to be great. It's just like you said, it's such a dying thing. Everything we do is about a dying art. I think, classic rock, the rock that came from the 70s and the early 80s, the Led Zeppelins and those kind of bands, people aren't making new music like that anymore. It's all we have is the old songs that we love, but we're trying to say, okay, we're going to take that dying, generation, and we're going to rekindle that. We're going to take the dying artwork, we're going to rekindle that. We're going to take the big 80s show with the, 14 trucks coming to town with more lights and you could light up, the whole America and enough sound to put people on the back wall. We want to do that. We're going to go out and we're going to do that. I think it's going to be great.
Yeah, this should be cool. So we look forward to the big, massive shows rolling.
Well, but not at the Warfield. If we brought 13 trucks to the Warfield, 12 and a half of them would be sitting outside full in the parking lot.
But still, man, I mean, saw you guys play at the Greek Theater last year, or not last year, but last time you guys came around, and you just, like you were saying, you take all that energy of such a massive rock band and you put it in a venue like the Warfield. It's going to be just rad.
Oh, it's going to be killing. But yeah, that show at the Greek was one of my favorite shows. Of course, my hometown. Anytime I play anywhere near home, Joe and I, being Bay Area guys, we really get it up for any show, basically. But, when you're in your hometown. So we're having the first real Chickenfoot performance in front of people is going to be in the Bay Area right here in San Francisco with hometown. Should be great. I mean, I'm actually, when I start talking about it, I actually kind of get nervous. Believe it or not. Yes, I do.
After all these years, huh, man?
Jaeger, read my book. It'll tell you. That has never changed with me. And when it does, I feel like if I'm just jaded and go, what time is it? Oh, time to go on. Okay, let's go. When I get that kind of attitude, I probably ain't going to be any good anymore. I mean, I doubt if I'd still be doing it if I felt like that.
Well, dude, I'll tell you, after seeing you a number of times up there on the stage, I don't think anyone could ever get the idea that you're not up there just living the life and partying and still doing it like you did.
I love it, man. It's like something just clicks when you get out there and the whole thing happens. It's a thing where sometimes when I'm on stage, the next thing I know, I'm looking and I'm going, wow, this is the last song. And I'm not exaggerating. It seems like you've been up there 20 or 30 minutes when you've been up there 2 hours. Those are the nights that you just love. You go, you know what? I don't even have to ask anyone how was the show tonight. I can tell you right now, if you're in it like that, it was a great show. And I live for that. I'm heading out to Cabo tomorrow for the birthday bash with the Wabos, and Mikey's of course down there and everything. And it's like I've been rehearsing with both bands, and when I get with the Wabos and we play all my old classic stuff, we got 60, 70 songs that we all know, and we just kind of pick them here and there, and it's a blast and it's great. But it seems like the set that when we play 2 hours. At rehearsal anyway, it feels like it's 2 hours. Within the next day I rehearse with Chickenfoot, and we play like 2 hours, and I'm going, wow, that was like, came and went like quick because of all the new material. It's really exciting, and it's just a blast. I love being able to do this. Let me tell you that.
Man. Well, that's great, man. And you can always tell, too, with the band when they're up on stage, like those bands that are really having fun, and it brings that extra just bit of energy to a show. So we're looking forward to it. Giving away tickets all week long. You guys are our Bone Rock Artist of the Week. So hooking up listeners to get into the show. Before I let you go here, I got to ask. So I stopped in today, coming in after Lamont and Tonelli, and said, hey, Sammy's calling in today. Anything you guys want me to ask him or anything? And Lamont, being Lamont, said, ask that guy why he won't get up and do our show. I said, he's probably partying.
Do you really have to ask?
I know, right?
I have been on the other side of the clock my whole life. I'm a musician. And any musician that gets up early and does them shows, to me, God bless them. But, singers can't do it. A guitar player or drummer can do it. But if I don't rest my voice properly, if I get up too early, I have a hard time singing at night. It makes my voice real dry and hoarse, whatever that means. And it's a fact. But you tell Lamont and Tonelli and Sully, I love them. Those guys, if I was ever going to get up and listen to a morning show, it would be there. Sometimes I catch the tail end with Sully's silly laugh, and it brings a smile on my face. So I won't be doing that morning show. You tell him, don't get excited. But you know what? Hey, ask him. Here, and I tell him Sammy wants to know, how come he never stays till the end of our shows when we play? How come? Because he's got to go to bed. He's got to go sleepy sleep so he can be all sparky and sharp in the morning.
There you go. I'll make sure to tell him that tomorrow, man. Well, we got this hot lunch going with body parts. Chicken foot. Foot is a body part. It fits. I got the new album here. Any track you want me to play off?
Oh, play track. I think is it 7 or is it 5? No, 6. 6. It's I Need a Job, called 3.5 Letters. Can you play that?
Where is it now? On the new one?
Yeah.
Track 6, Come Closer?
Nope, the one before that, 3.5 Letters.
3.5 Letters. Up next? Wait,
no.
3.5 Letters. Here we go.
Yeah. Play 3.5 Letters. This is the most important song on the album.
All right, man. Cool. Thanks, Sammy.
Out of sight.
107.7 The Bone.